Good morning, leaders. Good morning, owners and directors. Good morning, everyone. We are talking about assistant directors today. So bring it to me. I'm here for it today. Today is Tuesday. I hope everyone had a great weekend. And so now we are trying to build up our front office team. That's the goal for you to be able to step away from your center and don't have to worry about it. I am here to assist you so we can grow together. So I will be here waiting to see if you guys bring any great questions to me. I'll still be able to put some tidbits in there for you, just so if you come back and look at the video, you'll be able to still have some of your questions addressed. But I also want you to register your director, register your assistant director for the upcoming Assistant Director Accelerator class. It's going to be a great event. And it shows the support and the love that you have for your ADs or even upcoming ADs, or even maybe you want to just sit in there just so you can have some more insight because maybe you are your director and your assistant director. So that's why we're here today, just for a little bit, just to give us some deep insight into what an assistant director role is and should be, and just to make sure your support system is strong when you go away, that you're not worrying about is everything aligned the way that you would do it. Knowing that you guys would have two different management styles, but it still shouldn't matter. The center should run as if you are there. Okay, that's why we have ADs in place to assist us, to guide us, and be our right hand or left hand if you're left handed. We'll do it like that. But at any rate, I want you guys to know that we are here. We're here to support and build up those teams. I am passionate about this because being in a position of being a leader in the company, being a leader for my center, it came those times when I would leave the center and be stressed, be worrying, always watching my phone, trying to make sure that everything was together. And then I had to take a deep dive into it and be like, okay, let's reset, John. Let's come back and let's think from their perspective. First, we have to make sure that we're putting trust in them, knowing that we're there to support them, knowing that we're there to build them up, knowing that we're there to assist them, knowing we're there to help them, and asking them, what can I do to help you? What can I do to assist you? What can I do to make you a better you? Okay. And so some of the challenges that are faced by the assistant directors is handling schedules, making sure everyone is where they're supposed to be at, making sure everyone is aligned, making sure that those ratio numbers are getting covered, making sure that one person that's coming late and we still have a backup plan. And then also gaining the respect from their team, because the AD is the first point of contact for your staff. Okay, they are the ones who should be the first point of contact for your team, and then after that, they will come to you if everything is not answered accordingly to how they feel it should have been done. And then struggling with authority versus empathy, because we have to have a stance, we have to take a stance on it. We have to make sure that we're doing everything, not demanding it's done, but speaking with authority to gain the respect so that everything will get done. Uh-oh. Sorry, technical difficulties. Sorry. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. These lights. Okay. And so just making sure that um, when they do give a directive, that it is being received, making sure that uh, they understand that they have been given the authority by you, the owner or the director, to push things down and push it out to this team. And then we want to make sure they're feeling like a leader and not a helper. We want to make sure that that's understood, because if they're there just to help you, then that's an issue. They should feel like a leader in place at your company, at your center, to be there to lead, because it's very important. Because we can lead, we can talk about being a leader, but if they're not feeling that and they're feeling they're just like a helper to you because we are taking over or we sometimes micromanage them, that causes a conflict of interest. Because if they're just there to help you, then they're not needed. Okay, so we have to remove our sense of let me do it to get it over with. No, allow them to do it. Even if they're not doing it to your capacity, still allow them to do it. Allow them to do it, and then we'll talk about it after it's done. Okay, we want to give them the opportunity to show their way, because remember, our way is not always the best way. We could still change, we can still do things a different way. We can just allow them to do, and then maybe we can come up with a compromise together to make sure that we're still getting the job done in the way that we want it to done, that's in alignment with the center's guidelines, because everything that we do should be aligned with your center's handbook, your guidelines, your rules, and everything like that. So it's very important that all of those things are done, are in place, are following through, are getting to where everyone is consistent. Okay? So remember, let's also make sure we're taking the opportunity to know that a strong leadership keeps strong center stability, because remember, if the top is strong, everything else is going to be strong as well too. If the top is where it's supposed to be and the team see you guys being cohesive, they're seeing you on one number, they will fall in line. They will know that they're working together, so let's work together with them to get everything to where it needs to be at. Okay? And then it gives you, the directors, the chance to step away from the center or focus on something else, where you can go in your office, close the door, get things done, get things off of your desk, check those emails, follow back through, think about plans on how to build your center, because we're all struggling with numbers right now, trying to get the enrollment up. So that's when your AD steps up to be you. They're going to replace you. And that's the thing too, what we have to get in the mindset of, when we train ADs, we're training them to take our place. Not saying that that is going to happen, but if you train someone to take your place, that means that you're sowing into them, that you're giving them everything that you got, because we want them to lead with confidence. Lead with confidence. And what that does is it gives them a strong backing to when they're talking to the team, when they're talking to the parents, when they're doing those tours, they're there, they're talking with a smile, they're getting things done. We're moving, we're guiding, we're directing. We are training them to take our place. Okay, so this Assistant Director Accelerator class that we have coming up, all of those tools will be in there. It'll even tell them how to track your tuition, because us as owners and directors, we have other things to do. We have other things to do, and let's be realistic. We can't do everything. In our mind, we think that we can function without that support, but it's not realistic. Because remember, in our business, it's always something. Every day is different. No day is the same. So put people in place that can help you with your vision, that can guide you with your vision. That's the ultimate goal, to be able to go away and thrive on something else. Maybe it's another center you're trying to open and you need to be over there. That's why we're training our ADs now, because that's the ultimate goal for anybody, is to elevate up. Because if one fail, we all fail. If one succeed, we all succeed. And it's contagious too, because you just think about it. If you are helping your AD build up, they're going to talk to the team about it as well too, letting them know that if they want to grow in your company, the opportunity is there. The opportunity is there for them to succeed. The opportunity is there to be supported. And we want that. Okay, and then also they can help you with compliance strategies if you are lacking in compliance areas with the state. Remember, we just had some updates that came out on yesterday, so we need to talk about that together as a team just so they can be built up. Okay, and then also help them with their communication skills. Maybe they are too aggressive, or maybe they're not aggressive enough. Those are things that we coach them on. Not point the finger at them, but those are things that we coach them on to get them to where they need to be at. Okay? And then also, you want to make sure that they're able to coach the team. They should be able to coach their team up as well too, because remember, we can't do everything. It's impossible. But I want you as owners and directors and leaders of your brand to know that start with your AD. Start with your AD, build them up. Build them up and be there to support them, be there to guide them, be there to be that shoulder that they'll need to stand on at some point. Okay? You want them to let you be free, in essence. Okay? So, again, if you guys have any questions, concerns, or any comments, period, just put it in the comment section and I will personally respond to this. I may go live again after lunch. This is just a little snippet of what we're going to be talking about in the assistant director accelerator training on the 27th of September. You can do it either virtually or in person. So just remember, Elite is here for you. In any avenue that you're trying to go, Elite is here to help you with that. And so remember, you can visit eliteresultsnow.com and to register for any classes, if it's just an hour class that you're looking for. Either you're trying to get your director's annual training, but we're wanting to build up our assistant directors. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys now, but I want you guys to put some comments in here or any questions that you may have, and I may go live a little bit later, but I want you guys to have a great Tuesday. Okay.